Well, yeah.
I offered a ton of times. So it was like, should I get chips? Okay.
And this is Almost Fancy. Welcome, everybody. I'm Lightning
Move closer to the
of
microphone.
Thunder and Lightning.
Move closer to the microphone.
Thunder is talking to our guest who gave us that lovely intro. And welcome to the show.
I forgot about the new intro idea we had, and then I was like, wait, let's just do it now. Fuck it. Welcome to season 1.
Oh yeah, I guess we should
of
say
Almost Fancy. Chris.
That's me.
It's been a year and a half since the last time we recorded Almost Fancy.
And it's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Good. It's a solid topical reference. Now our guest is gone.
Anyways,
Bye.
we do have our first guest of season 1.
Yes.
It's me.
It's Kathryn.
It's Kathryn, and she is going to have to get a lot closer to the microphone.
It's me, Kathryn.
There you go.
There you go.
Well,
Stay like that.
was
Stay right
a
on it.
little too close.
Probably not though.
Okay.
So welcome. You didn't hear the idiot at the beginning do the intro. That means it's season 1 officially.
Yeah, woo!
All past topics are back on the board. It's gonna be way better than season 0. And then we're gonna have no audio fuck ups, and it's gonna be edited and cool and stuff.
We hope.
We have a new intro that you just heard where we just let the guest talk until we hit play.
That's the new intro. Good. I was like, I didn't hear no new intro.
We have a official tiebreaker that I'll get into if we have to do a tie. But for now, I'm going to. I'm not sure if I did this in the last episode because, like I said, Last Jedi was in theaters last episode. But I'm going to explain the rules. So basically, mostly for Kathryn's sake.
It's for me.
So.
Oh, mine is so
much
You
smaller
have to.
than ours.
All right,
You must
here we
project,
go.
Kathryn. With intent into the microphone.
Wow, what a shitty thing you just did. Great. Cool.
That was her, not me.
No, I know.
I know.
I know
Okay.
that.
That was me.
So this is our game show podcast, and the way it works is Chris and I are on a team. Kathryn's all by herself. It's us versus her. We have 3 topics that we think Kathryn knows little to nothing about, and Kathryn has 3 topics. And we're going to take turns asking each other, and the name of the game is ignorance. So if you do know, here's how the points works, Kathryn. So if you do know what it is and you actually describe it, that's 2 points. That's the most points you can get.
Assuming you can describe it to us perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
like with a ton of information.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
expecting like too much talking about this topic.
Exactly.
Cool.
So if the other route, the one that probably will be most of the cases, if you don't know anything about it and you bullshit, it's up to us to determine how well you convinced us on your bullshitting, and then we will give you points based on that. But it can't be more than 1.5 points. The only way you can get the 2 points is if you do know it and you do give us all the accurate information.
Can I do both? Like, if I know a little bit about it, can I put in what I know and then just bullshit
we've
as much
done
as I
yeah.
want?
We've done that before, but that won't be a full. That probably won't be a full 2 points.
No.
Depending on how much actual information you have.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I'll put in as much information and then
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it could get loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I suggest you don't tell them what the rules are for a tie.
No.
If it happens, we'll just...
Yeah.
That's when it'll be explained.
Yeah. That was
All
my
right.
plan. So Kathryn, I forgot to ask you before we started.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
One
that's
last
fine.
thing about the rules. For those of you listening at home,
Me.
well, you're listening right here. You're part of the show.
You're listening at my home.
If you think 2-on-1 is unfair, you're assuming Anthony and I know a lot about how the world works.
They are going to know nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So
Get ready.
We haven't been accused of collusion thus far, other than from the guests.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the guests think we are, but we'll see how it goes. That's the beauty of it, though. You're in charge of our points. We're in charge of your
Yeah.
points.
Exactly.
So, anyways,
So, do you want to go first, or do you want us to go first?
I want you guys to go first.
all right.
So ask you a question?
You want to ask us a
I
question
wanna
first?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
most guests do, because we can lay the groundwork for how dumb what's
can
going to
get.
come out of
Oh,
our mouth
yeah.
can be.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, I'm excited.
Okay, so the first one is Neopets. Well,
Anthony, you know what Neopets are, right?
I know of Neopets.
Yeah, I do too. Do
I
you want to
could-
take the
oh,
floor?
but like I want a lot.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, of course.
Enough information for you to know that we fully understand what Neopets are. That's what the 2 points
All right.
comes into play.
But
Yeah, I
there's a-
can. You want me to start?
Yeah, go for it.
So Neopets is shitty ass Pokemon.
You
Um,
can.
Hey, no.
Deal with that.
Once they start giving the explanation, you have to stay quiet
All
until the
right,
explanation
I'm going
is
to
finished.
step away from the mic so I don't get too
Neopets-
much.
Neopets is a mid 2000s. I believe it's still going, but it peaked in popularity in the mid 2000s, and it is a browser-based monster collection game. This might be wrong. I think it was a card game first. I know there is a card game. But the main Neopets that everyone talks about is the collecting and Oh, also don't say anything until I'm completely done.
That's what I just said.
Oh, sorry, I was writing stuff. My bad. The main Neopet media is the website where you go, you collect them. I never played, but I know of it. I played the GameCube video game Neopets: The Darkest Fairy. It literally broke. It was no longer playable. It was playable. It's just all the environments were super dark and you couldn't see anything. It broke in I've never seen a game break like that before or since. So beyond that, there's a level up system. There's what were those called? There's a Tamagotchi style like feeding them system. I can only imagine that there's a breeding system as well. And there was probably not customizing them. I think you could customize like their play area, but not them per se. I don't think there was a movie. There was definitely a TV show, and like I said, a couple of video games and a card game. But like I said, the main attraction was the browser website. Pretty sure it's still going. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Did you have anything to add?
No, you absolutely killed it. That sounds like 2 points worthy of explanation for Neopets for me. Hey, even if you don't like what he had to say, there's Kathryn. There's the Kathryn I know and love. 3 feet off of the microphone. That was probably the loudest thing she's done so far. Okay, so now tell us how he did.
Yeah, that was profoundly short, but I think I...
Oh, careful,
I-
Kathryn. Be very, very
Catherine,
careful
you're
these
fucking
wires.
something up.
No, you're fine. You did push some wires around. It was very horrifying.
Well,
Um,
all right.
So first of all, tell us how many points we got, and then tell us why.
Well, okay. What is the point scale?
So if I nailed it completely and utterly crushed it, it's 2 points.
Uh-huh.
Other than that,
it can be anywhere
whatever you
between
want. It's
whatever you
0
feel.
and 2.
but the only rule is the only way to get 2 is if I completely and utterly crushed it. Other
Okay.
than that, it's up to you.
Okay.
Don't give me a 0, please.
No, no,
Just
no.
to be
So-
fair, because believe it or not, I've been at every episode of Almost Fancy. That was a 2 point to me. That was a 2 point worthy
Really? Okay.
response.
I disagree.
Ooh,
Okay, so
I
yeah,
disagree.
so
It's
like
up to
you.
so
It's
so
up to
so
you.
explain to us why.
I don't know if I'm gonna give you a 1 or a 1.5 yet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you all of the information I have about Neopets, and that's how I'm gonna. So,
Okay.
you were correct that obviously it's like an online platforming place. However, what's a big part of it is the actual gaming portion of it.
Oh,
and
see.
you play a ton of games on there. You earn coins so that way you can actually customize your Neopet because you used to get brushes and there was a ton of different brushes. You could have a shop. I had a shop on my Neopets account.
Okay.
I was way too big into Neopets.
For like
and-
real money?
No.
Oh,
for,
okay.
for online money. And so you could set up a shop where you would sell your things. You would buy stuff on the market.
So, do they level up? Level 1, level 2, level 3?
No, I don't
Oh, okay.
remember being that. So they would gain age, but it didn't necessarily mean that they did anything better.
Right. They sort of evolved like Pokemon a little, right?
Right.
Sort of.
But they not. I mean. So here's the thing: is I don't know for sure. I believe it was the gaming platform first, and then because Pokemon was so popular, you could turn Neopets into a game because you never battled your Neopets. That was
Right.
never a thing.
Yeah.
And you could go and do missions and stuff like that. Like there was the giving tree you could go to, and if you gave it things, it would give you certain knowledge. And then there was the brain tree, and you would go there, and it would give you a quest, and you had to go around the world of Neopia.
Of course. Well, what else would it be called?
And that's the thing.
So,
they weren't really Pokemon.
Can I stop you right there?
Yeah.
She's convinced me it's not a full 2 point.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it sounds like I got the general like aspect of Neopets, but it seems like I missed the core metagame.
Yes. Yeah.
So
that's why I'm debating between a 1 and a 1.5.
You know what? That's very fair.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was really convinced he knew what he was talking about till you explained to us what you were talking.
Yeah.
May I ask?
Yes.
Just to concrete this this extra 0.5.
Yeah.
Could I give you my BS Neopets? Can I do it anyways for the sake of a good podcast?
Of a good podcast. If it's good enough, I'll give the
All
0.5.
right.
I will back up now.
Okay, she said that. You heard her say that.
Neopets. You okay? I think the guest died. Are you all right? You don't have to back off from the mic every time. You know, this is how we used to do the show, right? With these crappy microphone stands? We used to sit here for hours.
Wait, Chris. If the guest dies, we win.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think it's fine.
She's like holding her neck. What did you do?
She's wearing
for the viewers at home. I'm wearing
for the viewers.
For the viewers that are
listeners.
listening
okay,
viewers.
Good. Good backpedal.
I'm wearing a shirt that's got like a mini collar, and it's a high-low situation, so it's high in the front, lower in the back, and the low part in the back.
She should have gave us that. I would have had no clue what that was called for a shirt.
The low part in the back got caught as I was boot scooting it back.
Yeah, she laid down and like public executed herself.
Did, yeah.
Anyways.
All right. Now I'll back up for real.
Set in the year 1990. Post-World War II, Aryan pets are all across the nation. The neo-Nazi pets.
Oh.
That's all I have.
Oh,
that was the basic. They're neo-Nazi pets.
1.
Yeah. Wow.
All
right. Well, we tried.
All right. Our turn. Kathryn.
Yeah.
It was based off of American History X, my Neopets. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It was well thought out.
Okay.
It was a black and white trailer for the movie, but that's fine.
Okay. I don't doubt you.
She really liked that joke.
Kathryn was taking a sip of a beverage when Chris made a joke, and now she's dead again.
Mango tea, please support our friends.
Now we gotta put that logo up there. Good luck finding that, Anthony.
That'll be fun. as much editing as possible, please. Kathryn, tell Chris and I everything you know about Skrulls.
I can't wait.
Skrulls.
Yeah.
All right. Skrulls is a video game where you are a skull. And you are battling other skulls, but they're also joining your army of skulls to become a Skrull.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is it? We can ask questions, right? That was we used to do that, I believe.
No, yeah, we did. It's a little early though. I think let her go on for a little bit.
I just had a question about this video game. I genuinely where she.
Okay,
is
go
it
for
like
it.
Paper Mario, where you battle them and then they join your party? I feel like I could have picked a better video game.
Yeah, that's not how.
In the first one, is that not how it works?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know if you know what I'm talking about though, right? You battle and then they join your party.
Sure.
Is it like that?
If you win the battle, they join your party. If you lose the battle, you lose some of your army.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're talking a Wonderful 101 situation where you're always controlling like 100 little dudes.
Yes.
I
yep.
see.
And you start with your 1, and he's your main guy, and you're going on a quest. So it's almost like Pokemon, but you are collecting them or losing them. And your team can be huge. It isn't just the 6.
Right.
However, there is so here's the problem. I haven't played a Pokemon game in full. I feel like with Skrulls, there is more of a backstory of why we're having this fight. So the fighting is because there's family fighting. So there's the Skrulls, which you are, and then there's the Growls, which is the other ones that you're fighting against. You're trying to get them onto your team because there's been this long family fight. Nobody knows what it started over. However, there are slight differences in the Skrull and the Grull shape of the skulls. So that's how you can tell the difference.
Oh, so it's race-based.
It's race. Whoa.
I see.
Yes. It's all like
It's like that episode from the Wild Thornberries.
I don't even know what episode you're talking about.
Yeah, I want you to be more specific.
The monkeys had different lengthed tails.
Yes.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
going to go with the Sneetches. It's similar to the Sneetches
Okay.
from Dr. Seuss. Like, there
don't
is
know.
a slight... Oh, okay. The star-bellied Sneetches, the ones the best on the beaches.
I still don't know. It sounds very Seussical.
It's very Seussical. All right. So it's like that where, yes, there is a difference between the two. And, yes, there is one that is the, like, family that's been on top. And that's the Grulls. And the Skrulls are trying to
Oh, I love an
gain more
underdog
power.
story.
Yes.
So there's like underlining tones of like the girls are kind of evil.
Yes.
And because you're playing as the
As the Skrull.
All right.
And so it's for those of you at home who know about the star-bellied Sneetches and those without stars on their bellies.
Well, 6 people listen to this podcast, so one person who knows about the snark-bellied feek fuck.
Star-bellied Sneetches. So the Grulls are the ones that have stars on them. The others are the ones without stars.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I think we've thoroughly figured that part out.
yes. So that's what's happening. And there are slight differences in how they look. However, it really doesn't matter. And so by the end of the game, the hope is that you have gathered all of the Grulls and you are now all Skrull. And at the end, you find out that it was all to unify you as one against trolls. And now, then comes the next game. Skrulls 2. Trolls.
More Skrulls?
More Skrulls.
And that is Skrulls.
Okay, so
Fantastic job.
yeah, great job.
I'd play
I've
Skrulls.
I've kind of already determined how many points you're gonna get, but as it is being a video game, I do have a couple of questions.
Oh, yeah.
What era are we talking? PlayStation 2, PS4?
Yeah, what consoles are that for?
What year are we talking? Super Nintendo?
I would say it is. So here's the thing I don't know necessarily. There are PlayStation 2 games that could be played on the PS3, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
the era I'm thinking is like PS2
Okay.
to PS3.
Early enough in the PS3's life cycle that it came out on both.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
that's a well-educated answer.
Thank you.
So the only thing I'm confused about is the genre. Is it an RTS like StarCraft, or is it?
I don't know that game.
Or is it an RPG like Final Fantasy or
Zelda.
Paper Mario? No, is it like Zelda or is it like Final Fantasy?
I'm just
where
trying
it's
to pick something with that she would know.
Yeah, I don't know
different
Final
battles?
Fantasy. It's different battles.
It's like you're on the screen and then it's like, and then you go to a different
Right.
battle screen like
Yeah.
Pokemon.
So
Okay.
exactly. And the thing is rather than you are on a quest in Pokemon, however, there is more story going on between each battle. Like you're finding out the history of the Skrulls,
Okay.
of the Grulls. Yeah.
I really need to know something. Are you a floating skull? Or are you just like Ghost Rider? Like you're a person, but your skull's just there.
A floating skull. So
Okay, excellent.
just little skulls that kind of
where's the-
float over
And
the
that's also
ground.
what the Grulls are. They're floating
Yes.
skulls. So
They're
where's the star on them?
They don't have a star. I'm saying that they're
shaped differently.
The skulls are shaped differently. So the
Oh.
Skrull is rounder, Grull is more square.
I thought you said the word star at one point.
She was.
I was comparing
no,
it to the
let's-
star.
Yeah, let's not get back into that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Forgive me.
How dare you?
So,
How dare you? You should get that commercial of that little girl.
Again?
How dare you?
Yeah, it's already. She doesn't watch the
you should
shows.
watch our Let's Play.
It's already there, Kathryn.
I
You already done it.
I already did that exact thing, and I wasn't asked
You know
to
what?
do it the
You know
first
what?
time.
No.
No, I'm not going to do it this time.
You're
Hell
not gonna.
no.
You're not gonna do that this time. Put in that clip from that episode of Thunder and Lightning.
I suggested a Don't Get Fooled by Fake Art Pieces exhibit at the museum. The idea was
it's
a
the
huge
Mona
hit,
Lisa.
and I
Yeah.
got paid for the concept. What? I worked so hard and I got 300 bells?
It's me.
Oh, sorry.
How dare you?
I like music.
Hey, look at that. I like popcorn.
Oh, didn't even ask.
How dare you?
I will. That'll be easier to find than that fucking clip again.
Was it when me and Kelsey were on
Yeah,
the show? Yeah.
yes.
That sounds right.
So here's the deal. What are you thinking, Chris, in terms of points?
I like that game. She got really into it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 1.5.
Me too. So here's where my head is at. I was fully. That's the highest amount of points you can get. Why do you look offended?
Oh, okay.
That's if you don't give us what it actually is, that's the most you can
Yeah.
get.
Okay, I
So-
thought you could, depending on
No,
how.
believe it or not, you did not absolutely nail it. There's not a video game
Yeah.
called
No,
Scrolls.
That came out in the PS2, PS3 era.
So I was fully prepared to give you a 1 because as you were describing the game, I was like, this is not a game I would like. But the reason that I want to give you a 1.5
Because the war.
is because you said that the Skrulls have like a long-term ongoing war with a different race. Because what Skrulls actually are, they're a race of aliens from Marvel Comics, most recently depicted in the Captain Marvel movie. That's kind of a spoiler that they're in there, but whatever. And basically the Skrulls only ever show up in the comics if they're going to... I was literally talking about this earlier today. If they're going to be a part of the Kree-Skrull War, because the Kree is a different alien race. So the fact that you like brought this whole like it's a war and between these two things,
It was kind of the only thing you got right.
yeah. But yeah, Skrulls are green and they have pointy ears and they can shapeshift, but they can also take people's powers. Like the most prominent one, his name is Super Skrull, and he has all the powers of the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
That's it. That's what those are. But yeah, I'd say that is a solid 1.5.
Oh, 1.5. I
Oh, do you
Yeah.
think we said
I thought
half
you
a
said
point?
0.5. I was like,
No,
I
point and a
fucking
half.
told the shit
No,
out of
you
that
did fantastic.
story.
You did a great job.
No, yeah,
you did a
point and a half.
fantastic job.
That's
Yeah.
why I was like,
You were in the lead.
Okay.
You just can't get all of the points
Right,
if
right.
you don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. All right.
Your turn.
Number 2, the Christmas wedding planner, and go.
The Christmas wedding planner.
Do
you know what it is?
Sorry. I know that whatever you're about to say is super funny, but I do know what this
No,
movie
go for it.
is.
No. I'd rather that 2
Try
points,
me,
baby.
bitch.
What is it? Say it again. The Christmas Wedding Planner?
Yeah.
The Christmas Wedding Planner is a Hallmark Christmas movie. And it is about... I'm not going to get any of the names because I've never actually seen this film. But it is about a woman. The main character is a woman. And... Ooh. This is third degree knowledge. It's about a woman who is a wedding planner, and she is planning a wedding. It was called the Christmas Wedding Planner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's planning a wedding for her relative. I think it's her sister, but I'm not saying that because I'm not sure. It's someone she's related to, or it's her best friend or something, and she is going out with a guy, but because it's a romantic Christmas movie, she's going
Of course,
out.
it's on Hallmark Channel.
Right, yeah. She's going out with a guy, and
Sorry, who's going out with a guy?
the main character.
Okay.
And because the sister's getting married.
Okay.
And the sister... Oh, man. If I remember correctly, the sister is... There's another guy who the sister wants the main character to be with. And the main character is having the classic struggle of, like, this other guy's so cool and charming, but I am in a relationship. But it's also Christmas, and she also happens to be planning a wedding. So it's, like, a very, like, stressful situation that she's put herself in. And I think that's as far as I can go. I thought, do you want to say some things, Chris? I thought I remembered more about it, but I don't. But I think I'm there. I think that's it.
The Christmas Wedding Planner. Mid-90s horror film.
About neo-Nazis?
No, this one doesn't. This one doesn't.
Neopet
Yeah.
Nazis.
The wedding falls through. Planner gets so fed up, goes on a killing spree of both the groom and bride and their relatives that are consoling them in this awful time because they broke up. The couple broke up. That's why the wedding didn't go through. It's set in Christmas, and that's just like a background thing, like in Die Hard when it's set in Christmas. It's like, why was it Christmas?
Right, because Hallmark's fucking pumping out like 16 Christmas movies a
Right.
season.
You got to switch it up. They're always happy. This one,
Yeah.
let's get them where it really hurts. Super gruesome. A little too gruesome for Hallmark, but
For television? Yeah,
yeah.
I'd say.
okay. For you viewers at home, that was for you. Do not add any of what I just said to the excellent job he just did.
I don't think
so
I necessarily did an excellent job.
I'm-
I think Chris sparked something in me, though. I'm pretty sure I remember the wedding doesn't actually happen. The sister / friend and the husband don't actually end up getting married. Maybe it's the sister's husband who the main character. How many points did I get?
Okay. Well, what? Okay. So here's the thing.
Don't give me 2 points.
No. I'm not going to give you 2 points. Do I include what you just said?
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
That was
Okay.
before we stopped.
Okay. So then I will say 1.5 because of
Okay.
that.
Ooh.
Because here's the thing. Here's what happened. Incorrect, not Hallmark. It's a Netflix original.
Oh, really? Are you serious?
Netflix?
Crazy.
Netflix is branching out.
Yeah. Okay. So because in the beginning you were saying that the main character is dating some guy, but there's this other guy. She's not sure. So she has been horrifically single most of her life. Her cousin is the one getting married, and she is planning her cousin's wedding. And so her cousin's ex ends up showing back up for the wedding, and he has been put on a secret mission. He's an investigator, and he is there to investigate the cousin's soon-to-be husband.
Okay.
And so the main character and the ex team up. They share a beautiful kiss in a van while they're stalking her cousin. And then we come to find out that the husband is okay and that it was actually there's some kind of deception. Main character gets angry, says, I never want to see you again. They go to have this wedding. Like you said, the wedding does not happen.
Bingo.
And you also said that
Bingo,
she ends
dingo.
up with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm giving you the 1.5. Before
yeah.
it was going to be a 1, but you
Nice.
added that info.
Hell yeah.
So
All thanks to me.
All thanks to
baby.
Chris.
So what happens is, I hate this movie so much. It's the worst Christmas movie I've ever seen, and I will not even watch it
I hope
again.
you know that you fucked up, and the only reason I know about this movie is because you gave me a scene-for-scene retelling of
Are
this
you
movie a year
serious?
ago. Yeah.
Kathryn, did you forget the point of this?
I thought I told Kelsey and Emery, not you.
I was there.
Oh no!
Anthony's just lurking in the background like, I don't want to be listening to this, but here I am.
Exactly. That's why I was like, I 100%.
Maybe this information will become useful in the future somewhere.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I
He
didn't.
listens really well to
No,
you.
he does. I remember that Kelsey and Emery
Yeah,
were
especially
there.
when I am present in the room.
Because Kelsey and Emery were into it, and they were like playing off of it. Where I think Anthony was like, "Tell me this fucking horrible
See,
story."
what
and
Anthony
end.
was probably doing is silently Googling, looking for a Wikipedia article, which I have done now, and I do want to read the whole thing because it's incredibly short.
Okay.
This is the Wikipedia
but wait,
article.
Can I?
Oh, yeah, finish your
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. So, like I said, they shared one steamy kiss in a van. By the way, all of this goes on within a 2-week period. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just want to point that out.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Gotta get ready for Christmas.
Yeah. So our cousin and cousin's husband are getting married. Everything's good. Investigator comes in and says, by the way, I found out that he impregnated this maid. And the maid is like obviously pregnant.
Avo's
And
prego.
She's just off camera the whole time, and it's just like,
She was at the wedding.
wow.
Yeah. So then,
Wow.
and then instead of being like, I never fucked her, he was like, at the altar. So then obviously cousin is like, I'm not going to marry this dildo. And so cousin goes outside. Main character goes and consoles her. And then rather than giving them the space to be a family and mourn this not loss, but this shitty time, he comes out. And then cousin is like, let me give you guys some space, as if she wasn't just had to fucking leave a guy at the altar. So then they start talking. He tells her he loves her. All right, whatever. Netflix, almost Hallmark original movie. I get it. Then he proposes to her.
Whoa.
And I was like,
well, we
this-
have all this wedding stuff set up. Might as well use it. Is that it?
Then they get
Yes,
married.
yes,
She
yes.
wears
yes.
her cousin's wedding dress.
Yeah.
All the people in attendance go to this wedding instead.
Chris.
I think my movie's the follow-up to this movie.
Chris, earlier I almost told you to turn her mic up. I'm glad I didn't.
I did turn her mic
Chris-
up.
Fuck. Chris, for the next video essay, let's just make one of these bullshit Christmas movies because they're apparently super easy
No
to
kidding.
make.
You'll
can I read,
get a sucker like me to watch.
Can I read the Wikipedia article?
Please do.
So, Wikipedia articles, as we all know, have the header and then all the info box and then the categories, right? So this is the header.
Can I have some more mango tea?
Christmas Wedding Planner is a 2017 Canadian drama romance film.
Oh, well, there you have it.
Directed by Justin
just
G.
kidding.
Dyke and screenplay by Keith Cooper. The film is based off a book called Once Upon a Wedding by Stacey Connolly. Once Upon a Wedding by Stacey Connolly does not have its own Wikipedia article.
Oh.
So if you go down to the bits, there's two. There's plot and cast. If you open cast, there's only 5 people credited for being in this film. And if you open plot, it's empty. There's nothing there.
Wow. Fantastic.
It lets me open it and it's like, what plot?
There is
Even-
none.
Even Wikipedia's like, it lost me. I kind of fell asleep.
Okay, cool.
I put up with really terrible Christmas movies and
That one we-
terrible love movies.
That one we watched together actually wasn't that bad.
I
we watched
hate-
the one with Dean Cain where he's like a post office man and he like puts Santa. No, he's a cop. He puts Santa in jail.
Oh, I do remember that one. I would rewatch that one again during Christmas. This one, never again.
Okay, Chris, you're up.
Kathryn, tell me everything you know about Oregon Trail.
Oh, you said Oregon Trail.
No, I didn't.
Organ, Oregon
Trail.
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 TR.
AI. Yeah, trail is spelled normal.
Okay. Or, okay. I take back that maniacal laugh.
And for the record, something I will explain after you give us your answer here. This is a gimme for you. This should be easy.
It should be because we've talked about this game.
Sure,
You've told me
probably.
about this game.
Sure,
Probably.
maybe.
We talked about it the last time we played
Assuming it's a game.
D&D.
We do play that.
We
We
do, in
do.
fact, play D&D.
We do.
So what's Oregon Trail? Tell us all about it.
Hold on. I need an actual second because I'm trying to think if my brain will remember the real game or if I'm just going for it.
Yeah, that's where it is. You know.
Judge stalling for time.
Oregon Trail is a game about. Okay, so Oregon Trail.
It's hard to
is-
say, right?
It is because I want to say Oregon.
No,
okay.
that's legit. That's legit.
Yeah, so Oregon Trail is Oregon Trail. Instead, you're going through the different parts of your body, the different organs.
Okay.
So you have you're trying to survive all the different
Okay, so
organs.
hold on. So I think to help you points wise, because the game you're talking about is based off Oregon Trail, why don't you tell us what Oregon Trail is
yeah.
first?
All right.
But-
So
And
But don't do
explain
it.
how it correlates to this game.
Yeah, yeah.
I will. All right. So Oregon Trail is where you've got 4 characters. You got the mom, the dad, the brother, the sister.
Okay.
And you are on the Oregon Trail. You've got your horse and buggy, and you are trying to make it to Oregon. Or no, is it California from Oregon? Oregon.
No,
to California.
it's somewhere around here, as in the eastern side of the country.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't
to
remember if it was
Oregon.
Oregon to California or here to Oregon. Okay,
Okay.
because I couldn't remember when the gold rush. Yeah. Anyway, I'm bad at
Anyways.
history. So you're trying to survive, and there's a lot of typhoid. There's a lot of diarrhea. Arms get
Oh,
broken.
That's in regular Oregon Trail.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, the Oregon Trail she's explaining to us. This could probably also happen
yeah.
as enemies. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Right, because it's about the human body.
Right,
So I
yeah,
assume
okay,
those
yeah.
diseases come back in a major way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you can have all these things happen and stuff randomly happens and you have to say like, okay, well, their sickness went down because you did this. What are you going to do? Are you going to feed them? Are you going to try to go to the doctor? You're going to try to do this. Most of the time, you just fucking die. Everyone in your party dies. You don't make it to Oregon. Shit sucks. And it's to help teach kids that, like, olden days sucked. We didn't have medicine. We didn't have enough food. You could have died. You little punk kids.
I mean, I think it's
playing
supposed
these
to
games.
teach kids micromanaging, but sure.
No,
No, that
it's
game
to
was
te-
made for what she's talking
it's
about.
to
It really
teach
was.
them. Yeah, it's to teach
It was
them
made
that
to show
shit's
like how
hard.
the percentage of people who survived get like crossing the country
Oh.
back
Right.
then.
Because that's the
Well,
thing is
it's
that
it's like a super tight, really solid like currency and like food distribution micromanaging game.
Oh, you're absolutely
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I'm sure they tinkered it before it went, mainstream. But that was the original.
But
point
right,
of the
because there
game.
were so many people who were just like, yeah, olden days, you just went to Oregon, you were fine, and they were like, no, you die all the
Yeah.
time. But like, we
But-
didn't have that context. So
So
Oregon.
now that we know about the Oregon Trail,
So Oregon Trail, you're going through the organs of the body, and diarrhea could happen if you're in that organ. I should
the
know.
diarrhea organ
The
that we all
diarrhea
have
organ, yeah,
in our right leg. Yep,
Yeah.
keep going.
And so different diseases will come at you and attack different organs in the body. Or say you're going through the heart.
Are you
maybe-
travelers or are you the organs?
Where you're traveling through the organs.
Like school, magical
Magic
school
school
bus
bus.
style.
School bus style.
Yeah,
I said magical. I
magic
meant
school.
magical school bus.
School bus.
Magic School Bus explores the human body.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
sure, okay.
Actually, I loved that episode. Not gonna lie, I had that episode on VHS. Watched it like on repeat. Loved it. Highly recommend. Anyway,
That little anecdote didn't get you any bonus points.
what? No, just kidding. So yeah, you're traveling through the organs, and you're trying really hard not to say organs through the organs, and you're fighting off these different things. But say you're in like the heart. Maybe a heart palpitation happens, and you have to decide like how to move on and keep all the members in your party going.
So what is in Oregon Trail, what is your starting location and your destination?
So, starting location is somehow you have entered into the throat.
Okay.
Like you've been put into the mouth and swallowed.
Yes.
And then your objective is to get out. So you need to go out the butt.
Yeah, okay. That was the simple answer.
Sure.
And you go through all the things in between.
Oh, I had another super choice question. I don't remember.
What's the party look like? Who's in the party?
Scientists.
Okay.
There's a mama scientist.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
Now I
we
get
get
it.
it. Okay.
So
we get
that
it.
was my other question. I did remember it. So you as passengers through this human body, are you on the side of the human body? Are you trying to get out but also keep them safe? Or do you not care? Are you just
I
like,
think-
gotta get out of this body?
I
Don't care
think-
if I destroy it.
Well, so here's the problem. If you kill, that's another part. That's like one of the intricacies of this. Is if the human dies, it's harder to go through them because everything's
Oh, okay.
not
So the human dying isn't a hard game over.
right. It's not a
Interesting.
hard game
Ooh,
over,
okay.
but like, so if you're down in the lower intestines or like down
Which
in
is
the
probably
bladder,
pretty far
Right.
deep into this game.
right? If you're down there, you might make it out. However, if you've only gotten to the heart and you fucking explode their heart, game over, bitch.
For that person,
Yeah.
it sounds
For
like
that-
you don't die though.
Right.
You don't die,
yeah.
but you probably won't make it out.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, yeah. Assuming you're going through veins, I guess the process would it'd be a quick game. It'd be like going. How fast do you want the Bulls to go in Oregon Trail? Like, if they go super slow, the game's gonna be a lot longer.
But safer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep,
No, that's
exactly.
that tracks. Yeah.
Is that
Is that
everything
it?
you got?
Yeah.
Okay,
I cut out that pause, but there was a long one.
I'm gonna say a point, and here's why.
Interesting. Okay.
You started off. I thought we actually had a conversation about this game. We clearly did not.
No, we did. That's the problem. My brain is a sieve.
Well,
and
you
I don't
you
know.
did not get a word of what. Here's the reason I'm saying one. You did a very good job explaining, but you already had a game to base it off of. That's where I'm a little like, she didn't come up with all that. She just adapted her game
true.
from
well,
Oregon.
to be fair, that's what they also did.
Right. Yes.
So
The real,
right,
the real
but-
actual game we're about to talk about.
Do you want to explain Oregon Trail?
Yeah. So Oregon, can I pull the Ashton Kutcher as well?
Sure.
The big reveal.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Oregon Trail is basically just beat for beat Oregon Trail, except there's zombies. So you do get typhoid and diarrhea and all that stuff,
okay.
but you also are
And it's set in the modern day.
Yeah, it's set in modern day. You have to be wary of zombie attacks. If your party member turns into a zombie, they're fucked. You just have to kill them. And you would know all about this game if you watched the Thunder and Lightning Let's Play channel, because we played the entire game on our channel.
Whole game on the channel.
Welcome to Sunday. I'm Thunder,
I'm Lightning.
and this is the Oregon Trail.
You could have had every bit of information
When
about
did
this.
you play Oregon Trail?
Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
It wasn't the first week, was
No,
it?
of course it wasn't the first week, Kathryn. We've had this thing for like 6 months now.
Wow.
But if you watched, thank you, the big reveal. I forgot what you were talking about, but yeah,
I didn't.
that's
yeah.
why I said this could have been a gimme for you.
So I was
I'm
gonna
a
say.
great friend.
So, Chris, we are at a disagreement because I was gonna say 1.5.
There was some original content, but a lot of it was based off of Oregon Trail.
Well, and
so
the reason
how
I want to give a 1.5 is because that's what Oregon Trail is too.
All right.
Yeah, because I could have, had I just said Oregon Trail, take everything out, put in zombies. You have to kill your party members if they turn into zombies, but here are some of the things they could get that's faced at them. That's less explanation than of what I did.
And that would have been a 2.
And that would have been a 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have been a 2. I'm fine with the 1.5.
Okay. Final round.
Final round. Here we go.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Love Island. Go.
Ooh.
Love Island.
Do you actually know anything about this?
No.
I don't either.
don't. I have an idea for what it could be.
Oh, I do too.
Okay. I've been talking a lot, so why don't you take it?
Let me start weaving it together, but you come in when you can.
Okay.
All right. 2009.
Sorry. No, stop. Do not.
Do not eat those chips.
Do not eat those chips. Put those chips down.
Put them down.
You are an adult. Restrain yourself.
We told you there was going to be a chip break.
We said no chips for 2 hours, and you said I'm okay with that.
Okay, I agreed to the 40-minute chip
I
break.
don't know why Chris said 40 minutes. We're in it for the long haul.
Okay, well.
I was going to have chips in between this and the next podcast. But
yeah,
anyway.
No, that's fine.
I thought I was far enough away from the mics no one would hear my munching and crunching.
You could be at any point in this room and we're still going to hear you eating those chips.
Yeah.
Anyways. 2009. MTV2.
Yes.
Love
Reality
Island.
show.
Yeah.
That is what I was also going to say.
Yes!
That is where mine was
Yes!
at as well.
Okay. Trying to think of the celebrity who's, the match they want to make on this show.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Uh,
So it's like a flavor of love style, like
Yeah.
bachelor style thing, but the bachelor in question is a famous person.
yeah. Who? I'm having trouble remembering who it is, Anthony. Pamela Anderson is the main person on.
Okay.
No, am I wrong?
No, that's fine.
Who's our main person?
I was thinking dude.
I was also thinking dude, but I couldn't think of which dude it was.
So you're saying late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah, 2009, we'll say.
I'm thinking Keanu Reeves.
Yo, okay. Keanu Reeves, Love Island?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. I would go there. I would go to Keanu Reeves' Love Island today. I would go to Keanu Reeves' Love Island 20 years ago.
Hold on.
Anyways.
Keanu Reeves, Love Island. Hold on. You're breathtaking is the slogan.
Yes.
What
a topical reference.
Yeah, so you're right. I don't know why I thought it was Pamela Anderson.
Yeah,
It's
that was
Keanu
that was
Reeves.
a dumb thing you said.
I'm sorry.
It was clearly Keanu Reeves. I know they look similar. And they were both on Baywatch.
That's also you get negative points for Baywatch.
Yeah, how many points do I get for historical inaccuracy?
This show lasted half a season. That's why none of us really remember it. Keanu, fun fact.
That's an interesting twist on the formula because, like, reality shows by nature, if they suck, have to last a season. So they pulled the plug real quick. On this one.
Yeah.
So how many?
None of them met his standards.
Yeah,
which is understandable.
Oh, so he pulled the plug, not the network.
Well, the network was like he's just denying He's not even interested. He's so beyond them because the idiots they bring on these shows.
Yeah.
These meatheads or these
So
models who don't have a
So two important questions since we're like brainstorming this, mathing it out and stuff because we're trying to remember. We used to watch it all the time. Remind me how many contestants were there, and were they multi-gendered? Was there boys, males, and female contestants?
I'm
thinking I
there
remember.
was yeah.
I think I remember 16.
16 sounds
we
right
only
to me.
saw about 9 of them.
And I do remember them being multi-gendered, and that was part of the problem. Is Keanu straight?
Yeah.
And like that, he didn't come at it from a nasty place, but he was just simply like, guys, just not sexually interested in half of these people.
Yeah. And I feel like that was, we'll never know because it's behind the scenes stuff, but I feel like that was the network's say. Like, yeah, but we got to have dudes too.
Right.
And Keanu Reeves
yeah.
was like, okay.
They were a little ahead of the game. I feel like if this came out today, it would have gone over a little better.
This would crush.
Yeah, but
especially with that John Wick heat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think he's married, though. Like, this is out of game. This is metagame. I think he's married. But anyways.
He's married to Cyberpunk now.
But yeah, there was just no sparks. This guy is just too interesting for these people. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where people watching at home were like, it's cringeworthy how much this guy has to offer and how little all of these people do. Like, literally, the contestants are just sitting there partying. They're having a good time, and Keanu's like writing the next script
just
to his next big movie.
Hand in his hand in his fist, just like bored.
Yeah, he's just like
wishing he could do another Bill and Ted or a fourth Matrix movie.
Yeah, and plot twist that they never get to. He owns that private island and was building a mansion for his beloved, who he was supposed to find on the show. Now he just he lets orphans live there. It's really touching.
Real quick, back to reality for a sec. Actor, musician Keanu Charles Reeves is not married. He was married to Jennifer Syme from 98 to 2000.
Real quick, I think that might be a little rule breaking, but that's okay. I don't know if we're supposed to be able to look up anything while we're in the hot seat.
I just looked up facts.
I know.
Reeves.
He's not married though, huh?
Nah.
Interesting.
But I will say he was married from 98 to 2000, so that doesn't really go along with our reality show, but that's fine.
I said 2009.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I said 2009 at MTV too.
Okay. No, that tracks. That's probably just as at the time where he's like, now I have cheated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Cheated.
See, now we know why we don't look stuff up while we're in the hot seat. We'll remember.
Psst. I'm not gonna count you looking up real world Keanu.
Yeah, that's fine. Here's the thing though. It's still forget that he looked that up. My thing still tracks. What else can I remember? It was cut. I remember a fist fight between two of the guys. They just really wanted Keanu.
Not with Keanu.
No, of course not. He didn't pay attention to Why do you think the show failed, Anthony? He was barely on it. It was mainly the contestants. And I'm sure they got their own reality show because that's how MTV works. But
yeah.
Actually, if I remember correctly, that's what started Jersey Shore. But my brain's a little foggy.
Not the show that I had in my head, which is called Reeves Jects.
That was canceled too, but that was awesome.
It's an island full of Keanu Reeves rejects.
Well,
called
yeah.
Reeves Jects.
At the end of so they filmed the whole season. They only aired half of it. But
That's
on the
super
last
rare.
episode,
that means an editor lost their job.
On the last episode, they just push him out on a raft. Just they were just like, no, you signed your lives over to us, and you're just out to sail.
Oh,
and that's when they filmed that show.
Okay. Got it. But we're not talking about that show. We're talking about Keanu Reeves' Love Island.
You're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking, in quotes, and scene. Welcome back to the podcast, Kathryn.
Thanks.
I think we nailed that.
How many points did Anthony and Chris get?
Okay. I'm going to have to give you guys a 0.5.
Okay. Kathryn,
yeah.
Unless this show exists, that is the most points you can give us.
Yeah, 0.5 is a maximum
She looked
amount
at
of
us
points.
Here's the thing, is that, Love Island is possibly the worst show other than Bridal Plasty.
Well, that's why it was canceled in half
that
a
I've
season,
ever seen.
Okay.
I love it a lot. I think the viewers that watch my mouth move that don't see it because it's on the screen. I described that really well. The listeners are going to know just how terrible I am at enjoying good things. I just like crappy television and movies. Anyway.
And browser games. I said it.
You can back the fuck up. Passy Bounce was the shit.
I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not saying it was, though.
I think you should play it and decide for yourselves.
I'm out of this. I'm over here.
Okay.
My name is John. Oh, I forget the line from Pulp Fiction.
Okay. That's fine.
My name's Paul, and this is between y'all, is what he says.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you did remember the line.
I did remember that after a long wait.
Okay. So Love Island is a reality contestant show where people are trying to find love. There are 4 guys and 4 girls. They couple up. However, new people get thrown in. So
That is an interesting
number.
concept for these stupid
And then
shows.
it's
Yes.
and then from there
if you do not end up in a couple, you get kicked off.
oh
of
my
the
god,
island.
it's relationship musical chairs.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
How
that's terrifying.
Yeah, I
It's
hate that.
awful. So yeah, these people are stuck on an island with each other all day, every day.
I think that's a good description of Love Island.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, and then it's really hard because if somebody new comes in, you're already coupled up with someone. If you end up liking this other person more, now you fucked over this
Yeah.
person.
This isn't
And they
how
have
a
to
healthy
find another-
relationship is ever going to work out.
Yeah, no.
What? Spoiler alert from season 2. I'm pretty sure because I saw them on an ad for that game Coin Wars or something like that. The couple from season 2, who I'm assuming won, are married.
I do what I think every human being does, where they hear a reality show where they imagine they're a contestant, and that's the first one where I've been like, God, no, please don't.
Yeah.
Please
Oh,
don't
no,
make me do
this
that.
One, Rykard ended up fucking this other girl, Olivia, even though he was coupled with Olivia, but they only coupled because they had to be in a couple. They didn't want to be in a couple. So then they are all on this island. They know that someone's gonna leave. They don't realize 2 people are gonna leave. Rykard's person that he recoupled with, the one he didn't fuck, is the one who ended up leaving. And then Rykard was like, I can't do this. I gotta be with my girl. I'm gonna go with her. The producer is talking to the girl and is like, hey, did you know Rykard fucked Olivia? And she was like, what the fuck?
Kathryn, tell us everything you know about whatever Anthony's going to say next.
Is
King Ghidorah.
it? Say it one more time.
Tell us everything you know about King Ghidorah.
2 words.
Okay. King
King, the word
Ghidorah.
king, Ghidorah.
Ghidorah.
You've been killing it so far.
It's a king from Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
Okay.
And
That's very specific.
yes.
Which
I
one?
also
Which Legend of Zelda he means.
Ocarina of Time.
All right, that's a Zelda game.
And
Definitely heard me say that before. Sure.
Yep. So, spoiler alert. I've never played Ocarina of Time. Sorry, everyone, that I'm about to ruin that beautiful game. So, King Ghidorah
Yes.
has the Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
And Zelda is after the Ocarina of Time.
Zelda
Who do you-
being the
yeah.
Zelda being the
The main character?
main character that you
princess.
play as.
So
Who do you
it's
play as?
Link. Link is after.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So it sounds like you have a base general knowledge of Legend of Zelda.
So the only problem is I remember one of my friends, Damon, was playing Legend of Zelda, and you could learn the ocarina songs as you go.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. Link has
don't-
his own.
I'm going to have to stop you. I know all about Ocarina
Yeah,
of
me
Time.
too.
I did not ask you to describe that game. I asked you to describe King Ghidorah, which is apparently
Yes.
the king from that game.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So, in Ocarina of Time, Link has his own ocarina, but he needs the ocarina that allows you to time travel.
Got it.
And so
Cool.
King Ghidorah has the Ocarina of Time. And of course, King Ghidorah is this evil guy, and he's really just...
So he's the main villain of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Is it Ocarina? Not Ocarina?
I feel like tomato.
It doesn't matter.
Ocarina?
Yeah. It's not what I used to call it
Ocarina.
as a kid, which is Orcarina. That is
Oh my
not what
God,
it
I
is.
used to say that too.
Awesome.
I just imagine an ocarina that's in the shape of an orca.
So here's the deal, though, before we get too off topic. I know he already just said it, but what does this guy look like? I also know Ocarina of Time and what
Yeah.
happens in that game. what's his motives? What does he look like? Why does he have
Yeah,
it?
just
How
tell
does
me-
it get taken?
Just tell me all
Tell
about
us about
this
him.
guy. Yeah.
Okay,
Not the
that's-
game.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting. So, King Ghidorah, he has the Ocarina of Time, and he's using it for bad. So that's part of the problem.
Well, what does he do with it, though?
He
Not to
time travels.
micromanage this, huh?
Right.
He
so
time travels.
yeah.
She
Oh,
already
okay.
explained
Oh,
that,
okay,
yeah.
got it.
time
Sorry,
travels
sorry.
with it, and he fucks up things in the past.
And he fucks.
and he just fucks some bitches. No, so he'll go into the past. And
That's
into
what I
the
really want to
future.
know. Does King Ghidorah get it?
Oh yeah.
Don't look at me like that ever again. Keep going.
All right. So, he goes into the past, will mess things up in hopes that he will gain more power in the future.
Sounds
and
a lot like Samurai Jack. Just throwing it out there. Keep going.
Oh shit! I love that show.
I
I
we'll
don't
just keep
remember
going.
it though. maybe maybe my Samurai Jack is like, I got you right now. Anyway, so he's time traveling, fucking shit up. And in the kingdom, not only is it's like making things worse for the populace. And so there's a huge dislike of the king. However, he's got a fucking time travel, so he can go back in time and stop two people from getting together, and now you're not born. So there is this very much like, what do we do as a people to stop him from having these powers? So the king lives in a castle. He's very rich. Is the very like lavish king. I imagine him with like royal purple dress and gown and a cape and the
Is he
crown.
human?
Yes, he's
Okay.
human.
What about...
Because Link is human.
I need to know about King Ghidorah's facial hair.
Oh, it's lavish.
Cool.
It's lavish as fuck. It's like, okay, so you know how beards can be like like nipple length? No. His is like right below the chin, maybe 2 or 3 inches, nicely shaped. He's got someone trimming his beard every day, conditioning it, shampooing it, using beard oils. Like, it's on point. So he doesn't have a wife. That's the other thing. There is no queen to his king. He is very salty.
Okay, so whoa. Stop.
Yeah.
So is King Ghidorah not Princess Zelda's father?
No.
Then how does
Then how
Princess
is she
Zelda
the
become
princess?
Princess Zelda?
Is
That's a different. She's from a different kingdom.
okay,
Okay,
fair enough. That,
Yeah, whatever.
that does it.
What's his motive?
That clears away that plot
Right.
thread.
Yeah, because what's happened is Zelda is so. Is Zelda in this game?
No,
I don't-
hey, you don't have to tell us anything about Zelda. We didn't
Oh,
ask
okay,
you about
okay,
Zelda.
Perfect.
No, I don't want to know about Zelda. I want to know about King Ghidorah.
What's his
Okay.
motives?
What is his motives? That's the one question you haven't answered that is going to make this
Oh,
1 into a 1.5.
money, fame,
Ah,
power,
all right.
all those. Like
Well,
he just wants to be the wealthiest king
Ghidorah,
ever.
he can
and
be.
he achieves that by attempts to achieve that by time traveling.
Right, exactly.
And tipping the scales in his
and-
favor, like
right, that's the thing. It's
like
like
Biff.
in the beginning, he definitely used his
Yeah.
time travel more for the power, but now the way he wields the Ocarina of Time is more of, if you say anything bad about me, bleep, you're gone. I time travel back. Your parents don't do it. You don't exist. Like,
Wow, that's some like personal.
oh yeah, oh
That
right.
is like
Oh,
God,
no,
personal.
we are
King-
a
literally,
dictatorship.
King Ghidorah has so much control over the Ocarina that he like blips away, blips back, kills a dude, blips back. He's like, who was I talking to?
See ya. So yeah. So those are his motives, and also he's a lonely old man. So
Okay.
really, that's what it is. Like he
Mm.
wanted to be loved, and it just has not happened. And he's in this cycle of he's so angry and cruel, no one's gonna love him, but he feels like he needs to keep this up because otherwise he will be he'll be straight up killed because he's killed so many people. So it's this, really at his core, he's a lonely king looking for his queen, but he has gone so far out of line.
Okay.
Okay.
Also,
Oh. After the credit scene.
after the credit scene,
To-
you
of this-
find that poor little King Ghidorah, when he was Prince Ghidorah, found the Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
And it was like in a cave somewhere. He was playing on his own. He's also an only child. He's been lonely since birth. His mom died. but like in childbirth. So it was just King Ghidorah and baby King Ghidorah, Prince Ghidorah. And so he goes into the Ocarina of Time.
Goes
he
into it?
No, sorry. He goes into the cave, finds the Ocarina of Time.
All right.
And he like plays a little ditty and he's like, "Bloop," and then he like goes back and he gets to meet his mother and all these great things, and then he fucks it up, and then his dad is also dead in the present. And now his loneliness stems, and then he never finds a wife, and his life is really sad.
Okay.
Should I say if he gets defeated by
No, you've done
Link?
enough.
Yeah.
We're
You
good.
don't
You're
want
good.
more?
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're
I
good.
thought
No, you're
King
good.
Ghidorah was
Chris, what are you feeling points wise?
Jeez. I was gonna say 1 at first because it was a lot of Ocarina of Time lore.
That's what I was gonna also say
but,
1
but we
because it was
pushed the
very.
I feel like we pushed the conversation in the right direction after a while.
Okay.
But what are your thoughts? I mean, I'm.
I was gonna say 1 because that it was just so heavily like taken from Ocarina of Time, which I know I argued against that in Oregon Trail being a demerit, but in this case I feel like in terms of coming up with a new like character, Kathryn took the easy way out, but she still did a good job explaining it.
Yeah. I feel
agree.
like I feel like there was room for you to make your own fiction, and you
Yeah,
kind of
that's the
tacked onto
thing.
a game that you already knew existed.
Like here's the
but
thing, like,
in Oregon Trail, that's like the one case scenario where it's
Right,
almost
yeah.
a plus
right.
instead of a minus.
I
Be-
agree with that.
you-
I think a 1 was good for what
yeah,
I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Okay.
Because you did do a good job, but like a lot of what you were saying, like if obviously
Ocarina of Time wasn't involved, you'd have very little to go
or
off
what
of.
I was gonna
Right,
say
yes.
is if Ocarina of Time was your topic, that'd probably be a 1.5.
Right.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Like
if
if
you
you
made up
if
your
the
own.
prompt was
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time, but it wasn't. It was King Ghidorah, who's a 3-headed Hydra from space. He fights Godzilla.
What? no.
I don't think you have the right King Ghidorah. You haven't played Ocarina of Time enough, I don't think.
Excuse me.
Well, I to your defense, I didn't know that twist was Link was a human, so maybe he fights King Ghidorah in it.
Who knows?
No, King Ghidorah is a 3-headed Hydra. He comes from space. He's a Godzilla villain. He has lightning breath and a whippy tail, and
Like a tail with a whip at the end?
yeah, he's got like
Instead of tail?
he's got a spiked like Stegosaurus tail.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So this episode has been going on for long, but suck it, it has to go on for longer.
Is it a tie?
It's a tie.
Oh,
Wow.
shit!
It's 4-4.
Yeah. I'm
All
glad
right.
it's an actual tie. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad
So,
that we got a legit.
Here's how the fucking tiebreaker. Here's how the tiebreaker works. So, I do not participate in the tiebreaker. I have it's you versus Chris.
Okay.
Chris obviously represents our team. You represent your team.
I am omnipresent. I represent all.
Okay, so I have prepared a list of 69 topics that
I have a feeling you stopped there for a reason.
I did.
Good.
No, I just ran out of ideas naturally. What? They range. There's such a wide spectrum. They range from movies, TV shows, music, superheroes. I even got some sports ones in there. Video
Wow.
games. I know, right? So I'm going to pick one at random,
Sports
and here's how
ball.
it works. You're going to get a category, and you're going to get a category. You're each going to get your own minute and a half long period.
Oh no.
And you are going to sell your thing to me. Not literally like, buy this thing, but like literally like, why should I pick your thing over Chris's thing? You know what I mean? Like, just talk it up and like...
About how much better it is than the thing I
Okay,
have.
do I bash your thing?
Sure, if you
don't,
want.
You don't
I
have
guess.
to.
I
guess
feel like I would spend more time on talking mine up than bashing
Right,
the
yeah.
other person's.
Okay,
So
all right. I
the
just didn't know, like...
because the where it gets tricky is I'm gonna pick these at random, but then I'm gonna intentionally give you the one I know you know less about, and give him the one he knows less about. Because
Okay,
just like Almost Fancy Proper, the name of the game is ignorance. So I would say spend more time talking up yours rather than bashing Chris's, because chances are you might know what Chris's is. So for example, I won't use this one, but one of them is Crash Bandicoot versus Spyro the Dragon. I would give you Crash because I know you know about Spyro, and I would give Chris Crash.
Sorry, what?
So the other way around. Whatever.
Okay, yeah.
The categories are Static Shock, the superhero, or Thor: God of Thunder.
Oh, I know which one I'm getting.
So Chris, I'm gonna tell you when. You in a minute and a half, sell me on Static Shock.
Full disclosure, don't know a single thing about this character, but I'm sure I could guess a little bit.
Go.
Static Shock has the power to control electrical fields with his mind, including the one in your brain. I'm not taking this straight from Deadpool 2. He's super cool, telepathic. Thor doesn't have any of that. He's can go through outlets. He's fully electrical. I'm merging two characters here.
Tell me about his appearance.
Giant black male, African American male, huge buff guy, bald, brown eyes. Thor isn't ethnic, so screw that guy. doesn't have like a just whitewashing all the
You're bashing
MCU.
Thor too much. I'm gonna need you to
I'm
focus
sorry.
up.
Okay. Christ, I mean, you could probably change the radio station without moving a finger. That's pretty cool. TV, change the TV channels. You could probably get all the cable channels without paying for them. Could probably kill you without moving, which is pretty. That gets interesting. He could probably make you kill yourself with how intense he can control the electrodes in your brain.
8 seconds left. Is he Marvel, DC, or other?
Are we going movie? Are we going movie or comic books?
What? Same thing.
I guess you're right. Marvel. I was gonna give you like Sony or.
Oh no, I meant yeah.
Marvel. He's Marvel.
Okay, Kathryn, minute and a half for you to tell me about Thor: God of Thunder. Starts right now.
All right, he's originally from Norse mythology. He is a beautifully buff man. Have you seen those abs, those thighs, those thunder thighs of Thor? Beautiful.
Talking about Chris Hemsworth. But,
Yeah, beautiful. So he's got long, flowing blonde hair, and he's got a mustache, and he's got a hammer, and he wields the hammer, and he can kind of fly, maybe. I think if he holds his hammer, it flies. Other people can't pick up his hammer. He's super strong and has a force that's Norse mythology-ish. So that's cool. He's a god. That's another part.
I said that, though. I gave you that
info. He's not Zeus, but he's son of Zeus. He's the thundery one because of his thunder thighs that are beautiful.
Yep, you've said because you've done that pun twice. You have 30 seconds.
So he is cool. That guy doesn't have a hammer. Hammers.
How do you know?
Hammers don't have electromagnetic whatevers, so he can't wield that. He can just kill him with his hammer and other hammer things. He got movie and then didn't. I don't know what happened.
Spoilers.
I didn't watch that movie.
I might have actually cut that part out. 4 seconds left. Is he DC or Marvel or other?
Marvel.
Cool.
She said that as it went to 0. That was pretty cool.
That's fine. You said yours afterwards too.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. It's whatever. You're disqualified. No.
They were both pretty fantastic.
I wonder who's gonna win.
I mean, if by pretty fantastic you mean they were both nightmare to listen to because they were all over the place.
I want to know how much I got right and wrong.
He is black. You got that right.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
He controls electricity, but not to the caliber that you said he could.
Oh, okay.
Going with the rules of Almost Fancy, Kathryn, you got so much wrong about Thor: God of Thunder. Zeus is Greek mythology.
Yeah, Odin is his father.
Odin is father of Thor.
Well,
Why did you specify mustache?
You specifically called out the fact that his hammer does not control electricity. Which it definitely does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He's Thor: God of Thunder.
That's how he channels. That's how he channels
the electricity through the hammer.
Wait, what?
The hammer works as a conductor for him,
But he's god of thunder.
That's
Well,
a good,
we
that's a
pushed-
good point,
we-
but, you know.
Yeah,
Not
but he also controls lightning.
Well, then why isn't he Thor, god of thunder? And
Because then we'd have to
lightning?
sue. Anyways. Wow.
Wow. Slow burn on that one, I
don't
guess.
hit the mixer.
Think about that one on the way home.
All right, what's the answer? She's off her mic.
I'm gonna say Static Shock's DC, not Marvel.
Oh, really?
That's why I did this. One's Marvel, one's DC.
All right.
I realized that after I was like, what? I do a god and a superhero because they're both superheroes. I think Chris wins.
Woo!
That's fair. If you picked me, I probably would have said, "Do you want to?"
Is
say
he
again?"
relatively big?
Who? No, he's like a teenage boy,
Oh, okay.
but he is black. He's got dreadlocks.
I was
Usually-
basing my
Oh,
guy
is
off of the big
he?
character on Deadpool 2, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Never mind. I was about to say something. I'm out. Nope.
Static Shock had his own Saturday morning TV show
Okay.
on
Oh
WB.
wait, no. He doesn't. That okay. Is that Black Lightning that's on CW?
Yes.
Okay. Two different superheroes.
Yes.
Okay.
They're both DC. They're both black and they both control electricity.
Okay. So like kind of on the same page, but not the same.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Want to talk us through that thunder and lightning joke? No.
Don't actually
Um,
do that.
She specified mustache. I want to know why he specified Thor's mustache and not his whole beard.
Oh, I just meant facial hair.
Okay.
I got
All right, that makes me
In her
feel
defense,
better.
I
If
knew
you-
what she
if
meant,
you
but you
Feel
did
my
just say
palms, They're a
mustache.
little sweaty. I was nervous. I was being
No,
timed.
honestly, you both did a great job. I can't in the right mindset give you the point because you said Thor was Zeus's son, and I know you've seen Disney's Hercules. So
Only once and only 3 years ago.
okay. That being said,
It's a whole real life mythology.
That
well,
being
they
said-
just, okay. Here's my problem: is that I agree with you. In my defense, in my dumb defense,
Sure.
I was taught Greek and Norse mythology at the same time. What teacher does that?
a
does
shitty
what
one.
that?
what teacher teaches you Norse mythology?
Yeah, I
A
didn't have a
crappy
teacher.
7th and 8th
I
grade
learned
social
Greek
studies.
and Roman, and only Roman because it's like they copied off of the Greeks.
Yeah.
Well, so that's the other one. We also learned Rome. All the like main mythologies.
I'd understand if you get Roman and Greek mixed up. That's practically impossible not to sometimes. But
yeah.
Yeah. No. All the big mythologies at once. Have fun. Go to. Here, and that was the problem. It was like, here's this one that connects to this one that connects to this one. These are all the same. So my mind's like, yeah, they're all the same. Here we go.
The words Thunder and Lightning Wins is currently on the screen. Thank you for joining us on this, the first inaugural episode of Season 1 of Almost Fancy, a Thunder and Lightning joint. I've been Thunder,
And I've been lightning.
and we'll see you next time.
Okay.